talking about the different types of natural healthcare providers so that you can know who to go to when and have options.
Yeah. I'm so excited to be having this discussion because I think, we talk about physical health, so important to finding yourself in life after kids. And then we also talk a lot about aging well. And I think the traditional mainstream way of doing things, and no slouch to medicine, because thank goodness we have it and our doctors are so knowledgeable. We're blessed to have them. But it's this approach to outside in sort of health, right? And they take a pill to fix it and your body's going to break down and wear out, and wait till something goes wrong and then do something about it. And there's this whole other approach to health and to being well and to vibrancy and aging well. So, and we have some really great healthcare providers that can help us along the way. So we want to unpack all that, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
We have, to your point, we have the best sick care model in the world.
Yes. And thank goodness we have it.
Yeah. Because when you're in a car accident or when something happens acute, then 100% that's where they shine.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in terms of longevity, in terms of quality of life, of, addressing lifestyle concerns, that isn't the scope. That doesn't tend to be the strength of your traditional allopathic or your, MD, so to speak.
Yeah.
And this is something that's cropped up. This is fairly new. And maybe this is brand new for you. Maybe you've heard a little bit about this, but you're like, well, who are these doctors? Are they trained? Can I trust them? Who do I go to? For what? When do I go to them? So we're hoping to talk about that and answer these questions for you. So we're going to start with functional medicine doctors.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we're going to start with. If you have not heard this term, you will soon, because, there's so many of these doctors. And the good news about this type of work is this can be done virtually a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And so many of us are familiar now with the telemedicine visits and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
But this type of work can be done almost strictly virtual. And so that being said, there's doctors who have patients all over the world, and they're very, very well known and very well paid for what they do because they get fantastic results. So these doctors can be doctors of osteopathy, DOs, they can be doctors of chiropractic, they can be nurse practitioners, they can be MDs that change their focus.
Naturopath, sort of. Naturopath, could do functional medicine too. Could be, any health professional that has a focus on or has training in a more holistic approach to health, right? So a functional medicine doctor, as opposed to looking at the body in parts or pieces, is going to look at it as a whole and include every aspect of your health, from digestive to hormonal to nervous to all of the things, and look at it as one, and how can we get things functioning the best all the way around. And I would say that they would also take a more preventative approach to healthcare.
That's great. I mean, I have my definition here that I wrote down from the environment or from the internet, and that's exactly right. You just nailed it. So I would just add that this type of doctor is going to consider your diet. They're going to consider some genetic factors. They're going to consider hormones. They're going to consider the medicines that you're taking and how they contribute to your symptoms and the interactions that could be having. They're going to overarchingly, they're going to look at your lifestyle and how that's factoring into your diagnosis and your condition. So I think where your MD in traditional medicine is a lot about, okay, let's get a diagnosis, right? And then that seems to be a bit of the stop and, the start and the stop, because then the options would be medicine or procedure or something beyond
Treat that diagnosis,
right?
Not necessarily the person.
Right. And the functional medicine practitioner is going to be moving past the diagnosis into how can we adapt the lifestyle, the environment to now suit the person to heal from these,
right,
things.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And they're gonna focus, I think they'll focus a lot more on not only preventative things, they'll look a lot at blood work, right? They are going to look at you're just going to look at everything all the way around, even typically more of like how you're handling and managing your stress and what they can bring in to have an effect on that. Probably the focus is going to be far more on nourishing yourself with foods and nourishing your health with foods, supplements, vitamins, adaptogens, things of that nature.